What joke did you make that ruined someone's life? When I was 19, I had this coworker named Daniel at a bookstore. Quietest guy ever, barely spoke, but genuinely kind. Over months of late shifts together, he slowly opened up to me. One night, he told me he'd been in therapy for severe social anxiety and depression since he was 14. He showed me the medication he carried and made me promise never to tell anyone at work. He said if management knew, they'd treat him differently or let him go. I promised his secret was safe. For 6 months, I kept that promise. Daniel and I became close. He'd tell me about his therapy sessions, his progress, his bad days. I'd cover for him when his anxiety was too bad to handle customers. I was the only person at work who knew, and he trusted me completely. Then we hired this new guy, Josh. Loud, overconfident, complete opposite of Daniel. During a break, Josh starts complaining about how Daniel's too weird and probably can't handle basic social interaction. I got defensive. I wanted to shut Josh down, make him understand. So I said, maybe if you knew he had severe anxiety and depression, you'd be less of a jerk. I thought I was defending him. I thought I was being a good friend. Josh laughed it off, but I saw his expression change, like I'd just given him ammunition. The next week, people started treating Daniel differently, whispering when he walked by. Someone moved his stuff from the break room. I didn't connect it at first. Then Daniel confronted me during a closing shift. His hands were shaking. He asked if I'd told anyone about his medication. I admitted I'd mentioned it to Josh, but only to defend him. Daniel just stared at me. Then he said, Josh told everyone. He's been making jokes about it all week. Someone put pills in my locker as a prank. The manager pulled me aside and asked if I was stable enough to keep working here. I tried to apologize, tried to explain I never meant for it to spread. Daniel cut me off. You told me that in confidence because I thought you understood. You took the hardest thing I've ever dealt with and turned it into workplace gossip. He quit the next day, just stopped showing up. I tried calling, texting, even went to his apartment. His roommate said he'd moved back with his parents in another state and didn't want contact with anyone from work. I found out later that Daniel had a breakdown after quitting. He stopped going to therapy, stopped taking his medication, completely isolated himself. His roommate said the workplace situation broke something in him because it confirmed his worst fear, that people would use his mental health against him. That was 6 years ago. I've searched for him online, tried mutual friends, sent messages that never get read. His social media disappeared. It's like he erased that entire part of his life, and I'm part of what he's trying to forget. The worst part, I genuinely thought I was defending him. I thought standing up for Daniel meant explaining why he deserved empathy, but I didn't defend him. I exposed him. I took his vulnerability and handed it to someone who weaponized it. I'm 25 now, and I think about Daniel constantly. I wonder if he's okay, if he ever went back to therapy, if he's found people he can trust again. I destroyed someone's safe space because I couldn't keep my mouth shut for 10 seconds. So yeah, sometimes defending someone means staying silent, and sometimes you don't get to know if the person you hurt ever recovers. You just live with it.